A glow.
The sudden force of circumstance.
An inheritance.
Money and time, time and money. Grover's mandate from the Boston Geo. Go.
We find ourselves
up against it in the Antipodes. Latitude 15 degrees south of the equator. Longitude 125 degrees west of Greenwich.
somewhere east of Australia and west of Peru.
Tropics. Should be good and should be fishing.
Honest?
On the brink.
On the beach.
On the verge.
Set your trap.
Trekking in terra incognita. Terra incognita! Before I began my travels in the uncharted reaches of the world, an avuncular colleague took me aside.
I have heard your peregrinations are impelled in part by scientific curiosity,
He said.
allow me to offer you some sage counsel. Always take measurements, young lady, and always take them from the adult male.
Sound advice.
Taking stock. Or, on sartorial custom, civil and savage.
I have always traveled solo hitherto, as have I.
As have I.
Occasionally encountering a sister sojourner on a trek, pausing briefly for the pro forma copper.
Oh, and then going our separate ways alone.
By alone you mean, of course, in the company of dozens of native bearers, beaters, porters, sherpas, and... Oh, no, we agreed, no porters.
No Sherpas.
No, dear, you carry what you collect. Machetes, 3 umbrellas, a brace.
Oh, well, sun yards.
A gross of hand-tinted picture postcards. By your own hand, Fanny? Oh, I had them fabricated. I anticipate they will not be readily available en route.
Okay. Imaginative preconceptions of terra incognita, Fanny.
Preconceptions? Precisely.
Well, are you clairvoyant, Fanny?
Look, genetics seems of general interest. Genetic fauna, genetic jungle, genetic bush. They complement our cartography, which is highly speculative and totally fanciful. Ink pens, journals, and so on in leather bound. Hand me my toothbrush. Peacock feathers, beads, colored glass, patent medicine, specimen bag, lantern, butterfly net, cello, ocarina, mandolin, rock climbing apparatus, sherry, Persian carpet of modest dimension, parasols, mosquito netting, mineral water canteens, watercolor, sketching canvas, canopy clips, bamboo stays, quartz knives, shepherd pie, barley sugar, linen drops, hip helmets. Ready? We're not short of pith, that's sure. Wherever I must palaver with Pasha or Puba, I don this tonsorial getup. And after formal tea, it never fails to impress. Well, I don't want. Of course, it stands to reason savages are naked, for the most part.
And I, for one, am impressed. I've a Kodak.
No. Really? Where did you get it?
Friends in high places.
Ooh, show. Is that it? That little box?
Well, the film is called Captures the Image.
Oh?
Well, like honey. Insects in amber. Silver nitrate. Well, I have no way of printing the images. That requires a laboratory, which would have meant ports.
We agreed.
We did. Fanny. Oh.
But you won't see what you've Kodak?
Oh, not until we return home.
Oh, dear, then how do you know this word?
You just trust. You click, you store, you protect, you wait.
You hope and pray.
You trust. Transport. Guard with your very life. Years of deserts, mountains, pagan tribesmen, and inclement weather. Well, back in civilization, you hand over your nascent images. Have they survived the travails of the trick? Breathless, you await the results of the chemical revelation. Or with a little luck, voila, Kodaks. Lovely mementos. And, best of all, incontrovertible proof for posterity. Documentation.
Misleading. I wouldn't trust them.
Anna, the natives say they steal your spirit. A funny word, native.
A Kodak is no more the thing itself than an image, flat, a shadow. Physical specimens are what counts. Hides, horns, and bobtails. We agreed, no quarters.
Your natives are mistaken. An unseen moment that would have vanished without a trace is brought to light. When the spirit is not stolen, it is illuminated.
Mysticism.
Science.
That is not science, Alexandra. That's engineering. We must have something the boss to Geo can lay hands on. You carry what you collect. Physical evidence, not impressions, not emotions, not images. Objectivity, not poetry, my dears, and not romance. You know what I'm saying? Good then, come along, let's saddle up. Truculent. never be proper.
I happen to be a real enthusiast, and I have often worn trousers. Out of sight of civilized settlement, to be sure, whilst wheeling or riding horseback astride, far more comfortable and sensible inside saddle.
What can one say?
Out of sight of sedentary eyes, I took off my skirt, under which I've worn sturdy trousers and am set for practical traveling.
Oh, Alexandra, are you wearing trousers at this moment?
Trousers, ladies, are the future.
Yes, I am constantly told by armchair travelers that I must wear trousers in the jungle and leave my skirt at home.
Oh, well, men can be so trying.
Ladies, I am not advocating trousers for general usage or polite society, but there are times when one simply must bite the bullet.
I pay no heed, and have often had cause to celebrate my independence. One evening in Malaya near dusk, I fell 10 feet into a man-eating tiger trap and found myself nestled upon a cathedral of whingy sticks. Now, had I been wearing trousers, I would have been pierced to the core. Done for.
Oh, well, a petticoat is the only thing for bungee sticks. Yes. A good stiff petticoat is worth its weight in gold. Trousers in the pockets.
Oh, jungles! You know, Amalia's trousers are derrière and long.
I introduced croquet to the headhunters of the headwaters of the Putumayo. The sport of kings. Oh, they loved it, simply adored the game. Of course, I insisted they use only regulation wooden balls. I would accept no substitutes. Well, the rascals were always battling their latest trophies about it. But I was strict, and they respected me for that.
A mysterious interior.
Terra incognito.
Mysterious interior.
Fantastic. A jeweled jungle. I'm extruded. I mean ecstatic, not extruded.
Ladies, shall we bushwhack? Some years back, whilst on assignment in the Amazon River Basin for my favorite tabloid, True Trek, my arch nemesis on the Globetrotteress reported that I had got myself up in mail haberdashery.
Did you sue?
No, Grover sued. I would have had the wretch horsewhipped. I would have sooner sauntered across the Sahara sans sandals than donned trousers.
An umbrella comes in handy in the jungle.
The jungle is not my métier.
We know. Fanny, dear, what 1,001 uses do you find for your umbrella?
Prodding suddenly fell apart, marine sounds, poking hippopotami, and whacking for a recalcitrant croc. Thwack! Ah, there lies the mighty Silurian.
What's a mighty Silurian?
So Fanny's lurid tabloids call the crocodile.
Umbrella. Chum, fella, drum, bun, swat, 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 swoon. Ta, ta, typhoon. Tropical fever. Guardian is mighty
No, dear, there's no escaping a tropical downpour.
None?
None, it must be endured.
Jungle, jungle, what a foreboding! What a mystery! A jeweled jungle.
Yes, it'll do. Yes, put one in mind of the great cloud forest of the Orinoco.
Not annoying at all. Ladies, shall we whack the bush?
The familiar chop, chop, smack, smack, what takes me back to the cloud forest of the Orinoco. Now there was a jungle, ladies. Spiders, the size of flapjacks, Yes, they'd flop on you from under the trees. You'd have to get them on the fly, cover them half in midair. Oh dear, spider blood splatters. Hello? What's this? Mysteries underfoot. Now, what on earth do you suppose it could be?
A fan for displays of tropical leaves.
No, that does not generate the slightest breeze.
Talisman.
Totem.
Amulet. Taboo.
No. Alexandra?
Marsupil's unicycle.
The bane of my many travels in the tropics is a bland mucilagous paste called manioc, made from the forlorn and despicable cassava, a tuber of dubious provenance. A vile concoction, manioc tastes in the best of recipes, like the bottom of a budgie's cage, and is more suited for masonry than human consumption. Manioc is the quintessential native chop occurring circumglobally throughout the tropics. For those of you with a taste for prussic acid, manioc may be just your cup of tea.
Native chop.
Oh, I am delicious. I mean delirious, not delicious.
Ladies, shall we whack the bush?
Ow! Lick the juicy Nordic quiz!
Marvelous strange oaths, Alexandra.
These spiky stickers are a bother. Ranch, lasso, pork liver.
The bush has its logic.
Fine. The glacier is my menu. Oh, give me an ice face, a mountain of howling wind or stone, or an impassable crevasse. Or below zero, I'm in my element. Forget a jungle before I'm a park.
Oh, regulated undergrowth.
Why not? A little order.
The jungle has its order, of course.
Tips for lady travelers are just brushing up on your next address for the Boston Geo.
Don't sniff or snipe, dear.
When I was last at the Explorer's Club, I had the most extraordinary meal. Yes, it was written up in...
Please, Fanny, not one of those stories.
This jungle is not so awful as jungles go. This jungle is not annoying.
Oh, it is nothing but. It is one annoyance after another.
And it's dry. In a dry jungle, there's a mercy.
Mary, it is soggy. It is saturated. I have fungi growing on my corset stays.
Well, comparatively dry as jungles go, this one is almost arid. You know, I recall wading through swamps for hours on end, only to emerge with a frill of leeches around my neck like an astracan collar.
Well, there are no African leeches in the Himalayas. Oh, no spiky swamp stickers. No mighty Silurian.
But there are abominable snowmen. I read Fanny's tabloid.
Yes, abominable snowman was on the menu when I was last at the Explorer's Club. I suspect it was yak. You see, they pride themselves on their native chop, and I always have something outlandish. Now, just thinking about the Explorer's Club whets my appetite. We must stop for refreshment. On my last visit, I had buffalo hump, glacé bee's knees, and armadillo knuckles, which I, for one, never suspected armadillos had. Followed by muckleshoes, sweet and sour zebra, wolverine surprise, porcupine quills, a la Louis XIV, locust liqueur, oh, and the celebrated moose.
I hear! Not a good year for you.
I said, I'd skip this next salad if I were you, my companion replied. And the candid cat's eyes aren't word a penny buscardo. We both agreed to eschew the genuflecera.
Fanny, you make the gorge rise.
Oh no, the explorers are famous for their grubs. Well, their motto? Grubs from around the globe. And there are always the usual boyish sallies about mighty a good grub. Ho, ho. Sure, Bavada, the explorers are always throwing up in their top hats at the end of the evening.
I regret I have never had the pleasure.
Oh, the grand art of native chop is quite impossible to recreate in the elite precincts of civilization.
Yeah, a native chop in my experience is inevitably many. Always and forever world without end. But have you ever tried many critters? No, not bad. And not good, but not bad.
I am famous.
Date Fred.
Oh, I mean famished, not famous.
Oh, super Fanny. Very good. Alice?
Oh, thank you. Lovely.
Scrumptious. Puts Manny out to shame.
High praise.
Ubiquitous manioc will never escape it, mark my words.
This is not Africa, Mary. This is terra incognita. Cream cheese.
I don't believe I've ever. Well, what is it?
Not cream and not cheese, but it's thick and rich and comes in tins.
Thick and rich like Mrs. Butterworth.
Who's Mrs. Butterworth?
Oh, I don't know.
I'll hazard some. Spread it on my date bread, please. Thank you. Same consistency as Manny.
What a treat. Is it new?
Well, it's invented in Chicago, I believe. Well, of course, everything is. Take the ice cream sandwich.
I've never had one. This is rather nice. Oh, well, where did you get it? Friends in high places. When it came?
No, we must devour it immediately. Do you know, I don't remember buying this. Or packing it, for that matter. No, I didn't make it. I made the date bread.
Another slice for Manny.
And do you know, only a few days on and already I am desperate for a bath.
I concur.
Mary, what is life without a loofah, huh?
Oh, he's wearing a uniform.
What power? Yes. Whose sphere of influence is this plateau?
Terra incognita, New World Sun Spears.
Mary, manifest destiny and the American way are not spheres.
Rhomboids of influence, trapezoids of destiny.
We're emissaries, Alexandra, of the goodwill and benignity of President McKinley. Cleveland. Well, whoever is president now, one of those Ohio politicians with mutton chops.
Can you name the vice president?
Not if my life depended on it.
Nor I.
Perhaps he traded for it.
The vice presidency? Well, of course he traded for it. He's a Democrat.
But isn't he?
No, the native. Perhaps he traded for the uniform.
Shall we palaver? He sees us.
I once traded 12 calico blouses to the Maasai. Emperor sleeves.
What did you trade them for?
My life. Chewed nails and white knuckles, my dear.
The Maasai.
When worn by a brawny boy with nothing but red paint and a necklace of leopard tails, you know, calico blouse is really quite fetching.
I should think so.
I once encountered the Maasai. I said, wow. Wow. Wow.
How did they reply?
They seem to like
He's approaching.
Ah, then let's set tea.
Alex.
You know, funny word, native. Assuming he is a native. Well, everyone's a native of somewhere when you think about it. So I guess he must be a native at that. Well, where are you a native, Mary?
I haven't a thing to wear. Oh, I wish I could wash. What is life without a loofah? In Kuala Lumpur, the seraglio of the Sultan was a honeycomb, as many-chambered as the heart of the tribe. I recall on cold evenings, fabulous steam rooms, full of echoing voices and escarpments of mist. The inlaid geometric gold leaf calligraphy, rattan sofas, acres of tile the color of the sky, and a sponge conjured from the indigenous fruit, the loofah. Loofah?
High tea. Or many parts are edible.
Lupa! Oh, now there's a word to conjure with. How about tutu?
More date bread?
Oh, thank you so much.
Ah, another cup of tea.
No, thank you. My kidneys are floating. Bridge Bay, else it's Lorraine here. Straight up in the air, why not, eh?
Really, but I don't follow.
He was. Him, not me. No, 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 no it, no it, no it at once, no it at once. I'm only like stringy, no it at once.
No, sadly, as they say out west in Indian territory. What is this fellow's problem?
He is not Alphonse from Alsace-Lorraine.
No way, Jose. I am from right here at home. That was him, Alphonse, the one I ate. His uniform, his accent, his syntax, side effects happens every time I eat someone. I should stick to daybreak and delicious.
He's a cannibal.
Now that's really native.
Nothing to be alarmed about. Cannibals are perfectly rational human beings.
You are a liberal, Mary.
I am an anthropologist. I have traveled extensively amongst the Indios. Cannibals, but lively. Anthropophagites can be sluggish, you know. I found them no bother to me at all. Of course, you had to keep them from eating your quarters. Frequent headlines were the order of the day. You know, there are two sorts of folks in the world. The sort you eat with and the sort you drink with. Cannibals you drink with.
Sure, I am a Freemason. Or rather, that little rascal Alphonse was a Freemason. Excuse me, ladies, I am at the moment a little confused. Too soon after supper.
Freemason? Can you tell us more about Alphonse?
He was a pilot.
A riverboat?
Nine. He flew. May I have some more of this day bread? And cream cheese? Good stuff, this cream cheese.
Alphonse, and you were saying...
I was saying, yes, I was. He was. We was. Who were we was now? We were a pilot of a flying machine.
Oh, nonsense.
Yeah, you betcha. Heavy into the air and dirigible.
Dirigible?
Yeah, dirigible.
Dirigible?
Dirigible.
Dirigible, yeah, dirigible.
What is a dirigible, Alphonse? What a succulent word! Dirigible. Dirigible. Alex! Up your old dirigible.
Give us your huddled dirigibles, yearning to free.
Have a dirigible on me, big fella.
Me a dirigible to go.
Well, it's a balloon.
Hot air.
Gas.
Ineligible, dirigible, illegible, dirigible, incorrigible, dirigible, gerbil, and indirigible. I'll wager it's one of those words which has no true rhyme in English. Of course, it's not an English word, is it?
You really must explain your obsession with rhyme, dear. It borders on the unhealthy. I have read your obsession with rhyme is one of the symptoms of incipient hysteria.
Not worse. Now what happened to the dirigible, Alphonse?
Still there, as far as I know. You want to look, cutie?
You, sir, are growing impertinent.
Say, that's a nice wig you got there. My sister has a wig like that.
Oh, does she enjoy it?
She loves it a lot.
How do we not take the dirigible, Alphonse?
Follow the yellow brick road, sweetie.
Sorry.
Take your second ticket. Watch for the Bama shave time. Oh, boy. I should never have eaten that extra slice of day bread. Never eat on a full stomach.
Alphonse!
I'm sorry, ladies. Thank you for the chow. You must come eat with me someday. I make a mean manioc strudel.
Manioc! My favorite.
Have you ever tried manioc fritters?
People have to trade recipes.
Alphonse, you are see your way clearly to guide us to the dirigible. We'll pay wages.
Sorry, I hope this is Alphonse out of my system. I am not well. Perhaps we meet again, my blue angels. Via convenience. A token of my Stimme. Big Juju. Love that big.
His steam, indeed. world. There are cannibals, and there are lunch. Fanny, you are a social Darwinist.
What do you suppose he meant by Vermont shade?
I've been to Vermont. As have I.
There are no cannibals in Tibet, no matter what the Red Chinese claim.
What on earth is a Red Chinese?
By and large, the company has been charming. As a comparison childhood solo sojourner, I am astonished. Perhaps I have overvalued the pleasures of solitude heretofore. Oh, this rare air of terra incognita. It feels as though it's working its way upon me like acid on an old coin, the tarnish of the past dissolving in a solvent of iridescent light. I tingle. Objects shimmer on the horizon. At sunset, a tantalizing mist, a web, a membrane envelops us. Oh, there's nothing so fascinating as fire.
When I was sleeping in a rice paddy, under a blood moon, near the Water River Delta, I awoke to find myself surrounded by a band of cutthroat dacoits, thuggies, brigands, buccaneers. They wore turbans with rubies set in the ground and bejeweled daggers, and they were led by a woman as a vantage queen. She was a devotee of Kali, goddess of death.
I am often asked about Tibetan cuisine. In Lambeth, I apprenticed myself to a sorcerer. My mentor had quarreled with a rival shaman for a blood feud. But one morning, Master Zoe baked 2 great cakes of ground millet. We baked the flattest platters and hard as wheels. But when the cakes were cool, he spun them into the sky, hurled them as though they were discuses. They spun and spun, rising in the sky, sailing over the city until he searched out the stone hut of the second sorcerer. But the cakes whirled like saw blades, swooped down, and sliced the hut in half. Battered into crumbs. I think that sums up Tibetan cuisine. When it's not hot.
While traveling in the Rocky Mountains some years back, I repelled a rabid, bruising grizzly bear with a series of piercing yodels. You're letting me, you're letting me. That reminds me of my father, the famous pharmacist.
What did your mother do?
No! He invented a tonic for catarrh.
In an hour, their robes would be dry, toast and neatly pressed. Extraordinary visages. They would concentrate.
I once encountered the Messiah. I said, wow. Talking drunk always brings the Neolithic man out in me. Dear Grover, we had lunch today or was it yesterday? With the most amicable cannibal, as he admired my wig. Oh, the tabloids will feast, as I can hear the globetrotteress licking her chops now. Fanny's cannibal discovers man-eating willingness in darkest antipodes. Boston geo-news claim warily the jaundice of yellow journalism. Just one more card in the catalogue my critics are fond of calling Fanny's Follies. Terra incognita exhilarates. intoxicates. There is an hallucinatory spiciness in the air. And we are in the grips of a communal fever dream. Alex mutters continually about the Red Chinese. And Mary makes reference to an anthropological penny dreadful entitled The Naked and the Dead. Myself, I dream about mysterious machinery, discover strange objects in my baggage, and strange phrases in my mouth. Air, mail, blue sky, ventures, and so long. I have no calico blouses, but I will trade you cream cheese. It is not bad. Not manioc, but not bad. Are you on not my side?
I'm just your grizzly bear, Fanny. Heavens, Fanny, what a snore. You'll scare the leopards away.
Rover.
Now, don't be cross.
Well, now, why shouldn't I be bother a body in the middle of the night, in the middle of the jungle?
I came to give you a message.
I'm all ears.
Don't speculate on the future.
Your mother warned me you were hermetic.
I also came to say goodbye.
Grover, we said goodbye in Terre Haute some months ago. Oh, Grover. Are you staying dry?
Dry as toast. Well, Fanny, I had something up my sleeve for Arbor Day next. It was sort of special. Yikes. Well, good night, Fanny.
Good night, Grover. Are those new shoes?
Don't forget to write.
Do I ever?
You're always a faithful correspondent, Fanny. Goodbye.
Fanny, are you a somnambulist?
Oh, yes, I suppose I must be. Fancy that.
Come back to sleep.
Do you know, I have had the most vivid dream that...
At dawn and dusk, the essence of the jungle increases 100-fold. The air becomes heavy with perfume. It throbs with unseen presence. A savage tapestry of squawks, cries, and caws presses upon one with an almost palpable pressure. Echocompanies, echolalia, snarling, sinister menace, as though the sound of the jungle itself could tear one limb from limb.
Fort Apache. jungle.
Ow! Netterblast, Savage, Sauer, Liechtenstein, lactating, minuet. This jungle exhausts me. Surely revolutionary trousers would be far and away more practical for this primeval mock.
On the contrary, Alexandra. One evening in Malaya, while we were negotiating the treacherous black quicksands of Baluchistan, I slipped off solid ground and found myself sinking into infinite balls. Fortunately, my sturdy skirt ballooned around me, held its shape, and kept me buoyant until assistance arrived. And a few moments later, I lost half a dozen porters in the blink of an eye, sucked under the sand like that. Poor men weren't wearing skirts.
The mighty Silurian.
Time for a nose powder.
Ah, yes, indeed, I could do with a bit of a prick.
Well, I'll follow suit.
You know, in the Congo, I was known as only me.
Only me.
But I would enter a village or burst into the clearing and emerge from the bush shouting, "It's only me! It's only me!"
Immediately disarming the hostile natives who naturally now spoke English.
Dear Penny, tone of voice is everything. I was known as Baby Buana.
Baby. It's rather difficult to explain out of context.
I never got over being called sir.
Nor I.
Nor I. Human once more? Yes, I am revivified.
I'm refurbished. Well, I mean refreshed, not refurbished. We don't have breeze, ladies.
I felt as though I were a prisoner in a kaleidoscope.
A prisoner in a kaleidoscope.
Well, Alexandra, here's your howling ice field, my dear.
My fort. Along.
Hello.
frightened him off.
The Yeti is shy and elusive, although his cry is often human and tuneful.
The little Sasquatch has gone in search of more snowballs, no doubt. Baby Yeti may have Yeti cronies. I think prudence dictates we move on.
Piss.
Chilling! But it's gorgeous, so like the Himalayas.
Look, a bridge vines and plenty. Shall we risk it?
Oh, by all means.
Oh, now this is air! Oh, ladies!
An awful yawning chasm. An antediluvian suspension.
Not quite Robert Lowell.
Was a paper I delivered to the Ladies' Fetish and Taboo Society in Annapolis. Oh, caused quite a sensation. I followed that with tribadism. Rubbed several spectators the wrong way.
What's tribadism?
I'm sure I haven't the least notion.
You know, this gorgeous so like Amalia's.
I am convinced that the modern craze for anthropology is nothing more than a subterranean sexual inclination. It is an egotopus scientific curiosity.
I am hypnotized.
Obsession with rights.
I mean homesick, not hypnotized.
Mating rights, puberty rights, rites of passage, rites of sacrifice, poly this, and poly that, and poly the other.
Not to frazzle. Estrogen is so delicious to be out of that leech-infested swelter. Look! Dirigible!
This is coming off the canyon. Oh, the Flying Dutchman dirigible. What a story for true travel.
What have we here but travelers three coming across the bridge to ride with me? In Xanadu, said Kubla Khan. Hey there, sweet things, what's going on?
Alex, I do believe verse is your province.
You speak English.
Well, this ain't Swahili, I gotta confess. You're hearing more, you're talking less.
Well, Swahili does seem mathematically more probable than English, my good man. Although I welcome its appearance in this obscure corner of the globe, even in your ghastly patois.
Castigate the way I talk, I agitate the way you walk.
English is the language of empire! I do not wish to embroil us in a political discussion on the lip of the void, Mary. Don't you think we ought to seek terra firma?
You may not dig my lingo, but I'll tell you hash. You want to get by me, you gotta have some cash.
I don't believe I savvy.
This is my brig, baby. I'm the troll. Step on over, you gotta pay the toll.
A troll's toll. How droll. He's good, but not quite Robert Lowell.
Alex,
Whoever he is, Robert Lowell, I mean.
this is extortion, young man.
You want sun? Sometimes you get rain instead. You can't hack it, you should have stood in bed.
When in Rome, backsheesh. Terra incognita.
Backsheesh kebab, baby.
What's it like being a troll?
Like?
How do you find it?
This is just my day job.
Oh, well, you're not a born to the bridge troll.
I'm an actor. I study
And where do you study?
at the studio.
Well, that seems reasonable. Have you done a Congreve?
I don't think so.
Well, then what have you done?
Oh, come off it, lady. I've done it all. Sense memory, emotional recall, private moment.
These must be new plays of terror incognita indigenous drama. How would you characterize private moment?
Intense. Oh.
Oh, you aren't by any chance Mr. Coffee?
Not last time I looked. Hey, ladies, costume drama, get over it. You, I like. How about a spin on my chopper?
Oh. Maybe some other time?
Your lunch ain't your food. Well, ladies, take it light. Everything will be all right.
Vaya Dios!
I think we must presume English took in a lingua franca of terra incognita. Harry, none dare call that English. Did you fancy his lyrics, Alexandra?
No, but I admired his dedication to his art.
Irony is not one of your strong suits, is it?
What do you mean? I understand that troll. Well, despite outward appearances. I'm an artiste, not an intrepid polytopian.
Alexander, for goodness sakes, yes you are. You are one of the original polytopians. Don't dissemble.
Well, yes I am. High adventure and stupefying risk are my métier. But ladies, all this rigor and unimaginable hardship, all this uninsurable danger, all this adrenal giddiness, all this oxygen debt and Spartan discipline, and rude hygiene, all this is mere prelude. A prologue to my brilliant career. I'm not planning on making a life out of all this tramping about, you know. I shall shed my wanderlust like a damp poncho and become a lyricist of popular songs.
Victor Herbert quakes.
What was that conveyance?
We call it a chopper.
Wow.
Oh, the future is loud.
I feel a sea change coming over me, a disturbance of my very molecules. As though the chemical composition in my blood has been altered by breathing this rare air of terra incognita. I have begun to dream in a new language. My imagination seems to sculpt the landscape. Images flow between the inner and the outer worlds, and I can no longer determine their point of origin. I have a growing premonition we are about to pierce the membrane.
Plot thickener.
I rather think the troll is one of the elusive mole people. The speculative literature on the antipodes postulates the existence of a subterranean race.
Oh, look, my share, Fanny.
Well, it's clicking. Quoted thrice from the New York Times. Trustworthy and reputable for the Herald Tribune, for moi. But this sheds new light. Ladies, terra incognita cannot be utterly united if one can get the New York Times here. A clipping of a man. Never heard of the fellow. Behind him, an impressive array of snow mountains. And his arms are spread so. And the caption reads, President Nixon, Grand Tetons, June 1972, quote, I had trout from the lake for dinner last night. They were so good. I had trout game for breakfast. I haven't had anything but cereal for breakfast since 1953, unquote.
1972 and 1953?
Printer's errors.
Two such errors in one tiny time. I am not credible.
Dickensian character looks like something off the bottom of the seabed. President. President Nixon. But president of what?
Some eating club or other where men have breakfast and compare their trophies.
No. The United States. Well, now, dear, how do you know?
Don't ask me how, I just know.
But I thought McKinley was president.
Garfield, Taft, you daft duo.
Alexandra, the interjection of song lyrics into otherwise civilized conversation is strictly prohibited.
Surely not President of the United States. How can a man who hasn't had an egg for breakfast in 20 years be President of the United States?
You know, your author is that was an orangutan, didn't you?
I could do with some trout.
The Grand Tetons are a lovely little range.
Oh, yesterday will be preserved as a national park by Teddy Roosevelt.
Who's Teddy Roosevelt?
I've never heard of him.
I guess you have, dear. Bully Bear, San Juan Hill, and all that.
No.
But his statue is in front of the Museum of Natural History.
In New York? No, it is not. Not when I was there last.
Well, of course not, Mary dear. That statue will not be erected until 1936.
Do you know why there's evil in the world?
Metaphysical speculation, Alexandra?
I think not.
Do you?
Yes, I do.
You are so young.
Alexandra, why is there evil in the world?
To thicken the plot.
I believe you are exactly right.
This is plot theater.
Yes, the ladies. We are in a strange new world.
Terry incognito by definition could not be otherwise. Oh, I have a theory. One that could explain these strange objects and these images and words that we... The reference to persons that spring to mind? Spring to mind, ladies! Don't you understand? It's like spring in our minds, blossoming. A new world within and without. With each step, I believe, with every chop of our machete, we are advancing through a wilderness of time as well as space, chronology as well as geography, not as we usually do in savage lands, moving backward into the past, into prehistory, but forward, into the future. A new world blossoming within and without. It's beckoning us, ladies. A new world within and without.
Well, that would explain the dirigible.
The clipping from 1972.
With the Nixon.
Mrs. Butterworth Verge, clean
She brought her load of trolls.
Explain why now burning in my forehead like a mosaic tablet is the copyright date for a novel entitled Herzog.
Ladies, something else is happening, obviously. Something even more astonishing. Not only are we advancing in time, not only are we encountering the future with every step, but we are beginning to know the future. It is entering our consciousness like mustard gas. Whatever that is. Oh, wait a moment. I tell you.
Oh, unfortunate simile, I withdraw it. We are absorbing the future through osmosis.
Oh, then, as long as we're at it, osmos those red Chinese for us.
Oh, let me try. Something's coming in like a radio transmission. Don't ask.
Yes.
Little red book, great leap forward, swimming the Yangtze River, tractor operas.
Operas about tractors?
Running dogs and with they're friends of Nixon!
Ladies, I don't know about you, but I have a definite, a powerful yearning for the future.
Oh, Mary, Mary, yes, yes. Radio. Radio is our... Oh, I can't believe that. Voices on the air, ladies. Sounds voodoo. You'll just have to osmose your own description.
Ladies, we are imbued with the future. Well, one doesn't have to like it. Nostalgia for the future.
Well, I shall make my fortune in radio.
We shall go from year to year as if we were going from tribe to tribe.
Big fun.
A similar button to the one we found our first day on the beach. Heck, Quoto. Once could be a fluke, twice is a trick.
What does the button read, Mary?
I like Ike. Well, now, who's Ike?
Oh, ladies, I don't know about the rest of you, but I do have some craving. A burning desire, intense, painful longing for cool future, yes. One doesn't have to embrace it.
Pendejo! Ladies! We are on the frontier of the future.
But I have always been a pioneer.
We are encountering residue from the future, flotsam from many different moments.
Fan mail from the future.
What is fan mail, Penny?
Mash notes, autograph glosses, secret decoder rings.
Multiple mysteries.
Are you Mr. Coffee? No. Oh, ladies, my osmosis is not quite right.
Jukebox, slot machine, squirt gun, or brass knuckles.
A tabloid, the National Review.
Ovaltine, Bosco, double bubble, Velveeta.
Rainforest of fossils from the future, lady.
A mini dirigible. Well, not to be used as a life preserver.
Objects in mirror may be closer than they appear. Well, Mary, here is your physical evidence. What do you make of it?
Well, we have the artifacts. We must find their historical moment in time. Let us camp tonight in this orchard of the future. Tomorrow, we will enter fully the era that awaits us.
Well, I do hope with all my heart that I shall be able to have a bath and find a post office.
Ladies, let us not forget, Ike is waiting.
We spend the night in the future, round a swirling, silent storm of images, a star shower of light from a new world.
The Starry Deep.
Under a calliope of stars, below the firmament, the glittering Empyrean, the night above the dingle starry. Well, that's not mine. Damn this interference. The vasty deep, the starry deep, under Welkin.
Difficult to hack one's way through this thicket of voices from the future.
Grover, my tender parsnip, shall I ever see you again?
Notes. Notes for a paper for the Boston Geo. I have tentatively dubbed this phenomenon we are experiencing chronokinesis. Fanny's tabloids will call it time travel.
Time travel is a tricky business, dear Grover, beyond our ken.
Chronokinesis. Life membership in the Boston Geo. The Academy of Arts and Sciences. Honorary membership in the Boston Geo. Académie Française. Directrix of the Smithsonian. The first woman. Nobel Prize in Physics.
My fellow Polytopians are splendid and intrepid. Mary is excessively anecdotal, and Fanny scorns my lyrics.
Mary and Alexandra are, well, quite sweet, really. But appalling politics, appalling. If we are detained in this country, I shall order them both a subscription to the National Review. Oh, I'm quite certain that you would adore the National Review, Grover. I do. It is something I've so far discovered in the future which reminds me of the 19th century.
I foresee the day. It is exceedingly easy to foresee the day here. I foresee the day Fanny will eat her words. I shall secure an exclusive recording contract with a multinational conglomerate, make consecutive gold records. Note, meditate, Osmos, what those things are exactly.
And the possibility exists that we shall not return, dear brother. Certainly, in the northern hemisphere, one cannot go back and forth in time as one pleases. Time is not a revolving door. We have access to the future here. But do we have egress as well?
We are besieged by a barrage of fact. Well, from here, the future looks...
The future looks?
Oh, the future looks positively American.
Loud.
Invigorating, quite promising. Except perhaps for the theater, which threatens to degenerate into imitations of anthropological kinship studies.
Now, we ought to be approaching a post office. Of course, it is a verity that the tropical post will forever be a sink of inefficiency, a world without end.
I expect to publish these memoirs with an insert of Kodak reproductions. I adore Kodak.
But can the post office deliver to you, in 1889, a letter written by me some decades later? Oh, I know that they could do it the other way around. That's commonplace.
I, for one, am looking forward to meeting this Ike. Ike, Willie and the hand jive.
Beyond our ken, dear Grover, trust you are staying dry. All my love from terra incognita to terra hold. Fanny.
The rare air of the future. Breathe, aspirate, aspire, aspire. One of the ecstasies of hiking in the Himalayas is to crest a ridge and suddenly confront the infinite surround. Mountains and rivers without end, untouched, glistening with possibility. We are climbing a spire of time. The topography of the future is coming into view, unmapped and unnamed, distant vistas shining. Oh, you must not shrink. You must embrace it with all your heart.
Manna from heaven, or among the Jesuits.
Well, I slept not a wink.
Nor I.
As fascinating as fire imagery, and I long to learn more about Willie and the hand jive.
Well, there from one lie to fathom, the future seems a dubious prospect. I beg your pardon.
Wrong.
Are you contradicting me, young lady?
College ball. Skate for 20. The future's not a dubious prospect. The future is just a ball of cherry.
We must locate a translator, Alexander will soon be totally incomprehensible.
Fanny, the future is now.
Alexandra, I would elude the future if I could.
Oh, Fanny, you must embrace it with all your heart.
Why? Why?
Fanny, you sound like a broken record, a busy signal, a car alarm.
Alexandra. I must accept the future, Alexandra, as I accept the existence of cyclones and pit vipers and bad grammar. But would you have me embrace them?
Yes.
You would. Cyclones, pit vipers, bad grammar.
In a way, yes.
You are a feckless child.
And you, Fanny, you are so
washing our faces.
Well, I'll follow suit. There's Grover. Another addendum. As we home in on the future, I begin to feel curiously at ease, happy, content. We have been cantering along at a terrific clip, and the future looms. The future looms as steady and stable as a tabletop, as I anticipate that we shall find the year which suits me perfectly and settle in for a long refreshment. I shall have a bath. There will be a post office. Oh, dear Grover, I feel that we are on the verge of something grand.
Good afternoon, madam.
Sir. Thank you. And I don't even smoke. In my day, sir, a lady did not smoke tobacco.
Modern times, Benny, modern times.
Too true.
How are you finding your travels?
Trying.
Worth the handle?
Oh, without question. Are you Mr. Coffee?
I've been called worse.
I've had a premonition about meeting you.
I'm sure you have.
Oh, you? You are not of this era.
No, not exclusively.
Oh, much too well spoken. Well, let me tell you, Mr. Coffee, language takes a beating in the future.
That goes double prediction. These things are cyclical, my dear. Do not despair. What goes around comes around.
Oh, is that a local proverb?
One of my favorites. Airmail letter?
Air. Mail. How funny. Oh, if you say so, Mr. Coffee.
Terre Haute, 1889. Airmail part of the way, then Pony Express.
No, Terre Haute is not Indian territory, Mr. Coffee. But this letter is a long-running serialization by now, yes? As I must mail it before the cost of postage becomes absolutely prohibitive.
Preserve it for posterity. A fascinating memoir. You wouldn't want people to forget.
Oh, no, it's much too long to copy. Although I suppose I could edit out the personal parts.
If you venture on into the future, you'll eventually come across something called a Xerox.
Oh, Xerox. Oh, well, I've seen those in Greenland.
There is no hope of Grover receiving your letter, Benny.
Oh, now, the postal system is worrisome, Mr. Coffee, but not yet hopeless. Do you know Grover, Mr. Coffee?
We've met.
Recently?
That seems like only yesterday, but I have no sense of time.
And how was he? Was he dry?
Dry as toast? Frankly, he's been better. Bit of a cold. His wife was not unduly concerned.
I am his wife.
His second wife, dear. He had you declared legally dead. Terre Haute, Superior, 19.
Oh, that man.
You remarried a few years later.
He never minded being alone when we were married.
The Great War made him anxious. And welcome.
I thought those were new shoes. See, he came to me, Mr. Coffey. In a dream, he told me not to speculate on the future.
In his own brokerish fashion, Roper was trying to say, so long.
So long. So long. And when did you last see her over, Mr. Coffey?
Our one and only meeting, October 1929.
And how did
He hurled himself off the top of a grain silo.
Oh, dear.
Part of a gentle rain of brokers that fell from that autumn all over the place.
Oh, I've been out of touch.
He was speculating on the commodities market. Blue sky ventures, you know, futures.
Blue sky. Did he miss you?
Very much. Once you realized you were never coming back from Terra Incognita, less and less over the years. We get a little misty on seminal holidays, Christmas, Easter, Arbor Day. Each and every Arbor Day, you'd have 3 or 4 peppermint schnapps in your memory and plant a bush in the backyard. He wasn't surprised you never returned from Terra Incognita. He always suspected that someday you'd vanish, disappeared without a trace.
Yes, he was always rather taken aback when I walked through the front door. Well, thank you. Mr. Coffey.
My pleasure.
Tell me, Mr. Coffey, do you find it easy to foresee the future?
I've never had any trouble,
No, I don't suppose you would.
but I confine myself to the basics.
Ah. But we will meet again, I trust.
I'm sure of it.
But not for many years.
You never know.
Well, I have been wanting to speak to you.
Yes, and here I am after all. A bientôt.
Vaya con Dios, Mr. Coffey.
Charming. See you later, alligator. Ladies.
What was that? That was Bibi Rebozo.
No, dear, that was Mr. Coffey.
Oh, really? Well, sometimes it's not something as wildly inaccurate.
Well, the multiple possibilities of the future, my dear. A man might be Bibi Rebozo or he might be Mr. Coffey. What's his line?
Prognostication. He had news. We're on the right track.
Ah, splendid. Saddle up.
Coarser and sweeter than Himalayan. It stands should be confronted early. Like the finest Hindu kush. And before the blush is off the slush and the bloom is gone.
Please, SO. 1, 2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, rock. 5, 6, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock.
Civilization!
Outskirts! How far our standards have fallen!
If I were wearing trousers at this moment, I would change.
You needn't suck up to me, Alexandra.
Is that a vulgarity?
I am sorry, Alexandra. I plead the future.
I understand.
You needn't mollify me, is what I meant. It seems to me that you were right.
How nice, dear Fanny. About what?
Trousers, dear. Trousers, trousers, trousers. It seems to me that everybody in the future wears them. Oh, how happy I am I shall not live to see it. Of course I am seeing it, or I am so flummoxed. Oh! I wonder if we shall remember all this when we return home.
If we return home. I know what that is.
A hot rod.
A palanquin.
Honestly, Alexandra, how quickly we have forgotten our own era.
Do you realize that palanquin is now an antique?
And so are we, my dear, so are we.
But what is it doing here? What is that? And who's the dragon lady?
Lawrence investigation, n'est-ce pas?
Come closer. Let me scrutinize you. Serious trouble will pass you by. Your mind is filled with new ideas. Make use of them. He who does not accept cash when offered is no businessman. You're worried about something which will never happen. Your talents will be recognized and suitably rewarded. You will never have to worry about a steady income. Soon you will be sitting on top of the world. The nightlife is for you. Praise your wife even if it frightens her. You have unusual equipment for success. Be sure to use it properly. Be as soft as you can be and as hard as you have to be. Someone is speaking well of you. A new diet or exercise program can be unusually beneficial to you now. An unpleasant situation will soon be clear to your satisfaction. Read more fine books and better magazines. Avoid fried foods which angry of the blood. Let them eat barbecue. Let me tell you a secret. The future is now.
That was an image.
An oracle.
Inscrutable.
What are these? Fortune cookies.
There's no smell, no taste.
Edible?
Definitely not.
Inside a scrap of paper.
A message.
Fan mail from some flounder.
You become rich and famous.
You will meet a tall, dark stranger.
You will go on a long journey.
This is exhilarating.
Hi, Melody! Wow! Gosh, hello!
Greetings, young man, from President McTask.
Swell feathers and fancy duds. You look like Kitty. Golly, you going to the prom or what? Gosh!
Kitty.
What did you see? Got smoke last night? She around the city?
Kitty.
Well, Kitty, see, she owns a saloon. She's in love with Marshall Dillon, who's the sheriff, but he'll never marry her because he's a bachelor. You see, bachelor father?
Oh, my dear young man. A bachelor father is a paradox. An oxymoron. A contradiction in terms.
Ladies, the future.
Bachelor father. Mary, you have found your niche. Your purulent interest in anthropological smut should stand you in good stead with bachelor father here.
Annie, come along now. Let's introduce ourselves.
I'm Alexandra. This is Mary.
Hello, young man.
And this is Fanny.
Hi! 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 I'm Gus!
Good afternoon, Gus.
Wow, you ladies are kooky. No offense.
How nice of you to say so.
Ah, Gus. reasonable accent and an acceptable demeanor.
Looking for me, huh? You broke it down somewhere? I didn't see her in here. Say, who do you like in the series? The Dodgers or the Yanks?
Who do you like, Gus?
The Dodgers!
And so do I.
Great!
Gus, dear, can you tell us about the palanquin?
About the dragon lady.
A lady of ferocious aspect.
Madam New!
Madam who?
Madam New, she rents a parking space from Woody.
Well, how did Madam New and her palanquin happen to land here?
Oh, just appeared one day out of the blue.
Gus, dear, what year is it?
Oh, come on, but you don't know?
But we do not know. Honestly, it's hard to
1955, everybody knows that.
We don't.
Gee, I get your calendar, but they're not for girls. Come on, you're kidding me, huh? Come on, lay off, just because I'm a teenager.
What is a teenager?
Yes, sir, and what is an S.O.?
FO is service, parts, and dependability. So you must be tourists, huh? I thought you had to be. I would have remembered you.
We're travelers, not tourists.
Polytopians, travelers to many lands.
Charting the unknown.
Geography, cartography, ethnology, and the natural sciences.
Great, I can use a vacation myself. So can I get you anything? Soda, gum, road maps, oil, chiclets?
Well, I would like a chiclet, please.
Oh, take two, they're small. So where are you ladies from?
We're traveling through time, Gus.
Gals and getters. No, you mean it? Oh, like for another time, another dimension, a parallel universe. Great, what do I tell my dad? I saw the show. So, this is how they dress in history. Gee, you want to come to my social studies class? So, you believe in UFOs?
Chiclets are sweet and tough like dry manioc.
Gus, dear, we are looking for someone. Perhaps you know him.
I do.
Perhaps you've heard him.
Well, we do not know his surname.
Oh, Nicky might know me, knows everybody.
I found his name on this button.
Oh, good, you know this.
Yeah, I know this guy. He hangs around the station. He wants to be a grease monkey in his spare time. I'm showing him the ropes. Now the some getters.
You do not know him?
My dad voted for him. What are you gonna vote for the other clown, Chicago egghead? I like Ike. Great.
Do you like Ike, Gus?
Well, my dad likes him, and Nicky probably knows this guy. So you want to stay there while you're in Ponderosa. Hold on, I'll draw you a map.
Mary Fanny Facts.
Chronological and geographical ladies, we are in Pelagrosa.
In the vicinity of 1955.
Perhaps 1955 is the apotheosis of the future.
And this Ike must be the local poo-bah.
We shall collaborate.
Okie dokie, here's directions to Nicky.
Is it far?
Just a hop, skip, and a jump. Hey, we're giving these away with a full tank, but for you guys, it's on the house.
Marvelous. A match. Ladies, whip them out.
I'm Nicky Grease Stamp, but
Gus, dear, does this Nicky person have a bath?
Nicky, does he give a bath? I didn't give him a bath. Nicky's got everything. Besides the puppy woodchuck. Oh, wait, you see the setup of Nicky, you're gonna flap.
Overdue of Gus, my undying devotion. Ladies, dog, my heels.
Adieu, Gus.
See you later, alligator.
Goodbye, Gus. Perhaps we'll pass this way again sometime.
Au revoir, crocodile.
Oh, Gus, am I salute?
Whatever you say, lady. Give Nick some skin for me.
Whatever you say, Gus.
X marks the spot. Or have we misread it?
Impossible, but perhaps we've passed it.
My eyes were peeled.
Not in time. Perhaps we passed it in time. Perhaps it was here once, but now it's gone.
I think not. I'm convinced that we have come to the center of 1955.
Smack dab in the middle.
Well said, Alex.
Well, if the map's right and the time's right, then where the devil is this Nicky fellow? It's a horse for anyone who stands between me and a hot bath.
I broke up a night fight with a whip once. Oh, yes, I did. 2 Shermans were mine for place by the fire.
Do you hear that music?
A minor bird escaped from a cocktail lounge.
Honey, you redefine pessimism.
Nikki's Palagrosa Paradise Bar and Grill, graced by style, beauty, pulchritude, and wit. Hi, I'm Nicky Paradise. Welcome to Paradise, where hospitality still means something.
Oh, brave new world that has such creatures in it.
Oh, Alexander, you're a terrible plagiarist.
Instantly smitten.
Make yourselves at home. Mi casa is su casa. My house is your house. Knock back a couple of stiff ones, grab a bite, cool out in the casino, watch a show, let your hair down, loosen your corsets.
Mr. Nicky!
Please, Nicky.
Alexander Kerfuffle.
Mrs. Cranberry. But you may call me Fanny.
It would break my heart if I couldn't.
Mary Baltimore from Boston.
Such femininity, such tropicality. Overwhelmed, truly.
Nicky. I hope you won't think me indelicate, but...
Never.
I simply must have a scrub immediately post-haste. Could you possibly arrange for me to have a bath?
For you, Fanny, a whirlpool. Follow my light, and don't be stingy with the bubbles. That's what they're there for.
Bubbles? Oh, I won't have. I'll just hold my nose and dive in. Ladies.
Nikki's Palagrosa Paradise Bar and Grill.
Be there, or be square.
Perhaps you can shed some light.
I like Ike, who doesn't?
Who don't?
Have it your way, Mary, I'm easy.
I like Ike. Heck, who don't?
Hardly anybody.
Indeed, you heck who don't. It's a companion button I like. Heck who don't.
You're sharp, need a job?
Oh, Mary, I love a good mystery. Well, how about you?
Sure.
Do you know him? Gus said you might.
We would very much like to meet him.
We have a particular interest in
Do
him.
you know this, Ike?
We're like this. Never vacations anywhere but Nikki's. He and Mamie are mad about the joke. He's gonna make Nikki's a national monument.
Wait, is he in residence at present?
Sure, he's round back smoking a cigar. You wanna meet him?
Oh, goody, I'll come at you for posterity.
You'll like that. Everybody does. He's a likable guy. Plays a fair round of golf. No duffer, right? You play?
The Scottish game? No. Speaking of games, am I correct in understanding that you have a gambling emporium on the premises?
The casino. First rate. Slap some blackjack, shoot some craps, spin the wheel, pull some slots, float a check, whatever.
Did you know that gambling provides a fascinating study in cross-cultural comparisons? For instance, the Ute Indians of the American West are avid gamblers and will wager their life's possessions on a single throw of the dice.
No, I did not know that. Did you know that the Nevada loony bins are full of catatonic blue-haired ladies going like this?
No, I did not. Fascinating. I do not indulge personally, but with your permission, I should like to take some notes.
Have a ball, Mare. Knock yourself out.
Not annoying. Mr. Nicky, Gus said to give you some of his skin.
Thanks to all. Great kid, Gus.
He drew us around. Well, that's how we located you.
No, it's not.
I beg your pardon.
I said that's not how you got to Nikki's, Al.
Are you contradicting me?
It wasn't a map that brought you to me. It was kismet.
I don't understand.
It was destiny that brought you to Nikki's, Al.
Perhaps you're right. I do have a positive feeling about 1955. It's keen.
I'm having a great year. So, you stopped at Woody's. Did you see the dragon lady?
Well, Madam New.
Madam New, yeah. She's usually parked out front, filing her foot-long nails.
Lovely palanquin.
Is that what it is? I thought it was a chopped Chevy. I should probably done with a cigar now. You want to go meet him?
Desperately.
Just follow that light. Second door on the right. Knock 3 times. If Mamie answers, come back and we'll do it later.
Oh, at long last, Ike. I'm off to meet the Ike. Ta! Ike, get a kick out of you. I can't get you out of my mind.
Hold your hula hoops out. You aren't by any chance a lyricist.
How'd you guess?
I can spot talent. I could use a good word jockey. Come back to the lounge later and we'll pen some tunes. I have got a lucrative new contract to script some billboards for Burma Shave.
Fantastic. I've been dying to know what Burma Shave is.
I told you well. Kismet.
I can't get no
Holy smokes. I have not seen duds like that since High School Confidential. What say we trip the light fantastic? Raccoon tail.
I'm afraid not.
They were a gas. So, how was the whirlpool?
Wow. 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 Captivating. All those little jets of water were quite mesmerizing. Ooh, I feel lightheaded, sort of swoozy all over. Jacuzzi all over.
I don't quite follow.
Your whirlpool is called a jacuzzi. Or will be.
I like the sound of that, a jacuzzi.
Yes, the establishment is uncanny, a veritable pleasure dome.
I'd like to think of it that way.
Yes, it's just like my postcards.
You get these? These are sharp.
I brought them with me from the future. Postcards of Nikki, the view come true. Generic nice spot.
Like I always say, Fanny, the future is now. I'm going to put these in all the rooms with the Gideon Bibles.
Mr. Paradise.
Now, I'm going to get cross with you.
Nikki, since we've been in the vicinity of 1955, there's something I've had a craving for.
Please, not a word more.
I am a god with anticipation. Cool Whip.
The real McCoy. Here's to you, Fanny.
On the go, or at the beach, or after hours, or safe at home, for a cheek as smooth as a Georgia peach, you need the shave that's like a poem. Burma Shave.
Later that same evening.
Mohair, Jello mold?
Not many people know that.
Well, how do you know that?
Bulletins from the future?
What else does your bulletin tell you about Ike?
Who bought the first water? Cardigan sweaters, golf clubs, cue ball.
Cue ball?
He has got a cue ball head that is as hard as lead, but he is all right with me. Woo, woo, Mary! Oh, it's extraordinary what blossoms in one's brain in this country. That's from something called rock and roll.
Rock and roll?
Have you tried it?
The texture is indescribable.
Oh, Alexandra, this is sheer heaven.
More than sheer heaven, Mary. Paradise.
Oh, the cat will swallow the canary.
We were dancing. Yes, it is divine dancing.
Have some Noxema.
Oh dear, Cool Whip. This is Fanny's Cool Whip.
Oh, yes, luscious, isn't it? Oh, yes, ladies, do you know that earlier this evening I had the most extraordinary experience in a celestial contraption called a jacuzzi.
Experience the extraterrestrial floor show in the casino. Natives call it girls a-poppin'. You're fascinating as fire. From a logical point of view, of course, reminiscent of the birth fertility rites in Sumatra, which always caused
Very expert for salacious anthropological details.
remarkably subtle cornucopia of concupiscence.
Oh, ladies, get a load of this. I'm osmosing jingles like crazy. Oh, wow. Okay, tiger, striped and brave. A close, clean scrape is what you crave. Ooh, to passion's whim, you are no slave. You take it off with Burma shave. Jingles are the art form of the future.
Yes, dear, but why do they call it Burma shave? What's it got to do with Burma?
I've been to Burma.
Have I?
The future is not dull.
Darling, this is not the future. This is 1955.
Not annoying.
Not bad, and those jacuzzis are really something.
To the future. What? To Yetis and dirigibles?
Jacuzzis.
To our travels, many more.
And here's to the elusive Ike. Cheers, Ike!
leisure time activities, recreation. The casino was an anthropologist field day, an anthology of human misdemeanor. It's fascinating. As fire floor show girls a-poppin', held I felt the key to the culture and was worth years of intense scrutiny. Television proved an addictive, ultimately incomprehensible, hypnotic. And I thought that Chuzi was the greatest piece of engineering since the wheel. In short, I went as the topical lingo headed on a bender. The Byzantine pleasures of Nikki's intoxicate, but do not satiate. I flash and yearn for adventures beyond the jacuzzi.
Go-go boots, or rock and roll is here to stay.
I've yet to catch a glimpse of him. That Mamie guards him like a cricket.
Well, dear, perhaps that height is a yeti.
Mary, look what I found. Surfboard.
What is the cultural application of a surfboard?
Hang 10. Shoot the pipeline. Curl the big kahuna.
What do you say, Alex? Well, Alexandra may have a surfboard, but I have my go boots. See, white ceremonious, she more cost, mashed potatoes, riding ponies, and blabbering with what you see.
Well, I have found a tile.
Oh, terracotta?
No, Congolian.
Congo? What's it got to do with the Congo?
I don't know.
I've been to the Congo!
Mary, you're the ginchiest. Hang in there.
I shall hang in there. Alexandra, I owe you a great debt.
Oh, no problem, Mayor. No sweat. No skin off my nose.
Oh, honestly, Alexandra, only a moment in 1955 and already your language is beyond redemption.
Oh, Betty, loosen your living girdle.
Alexandra. How have your jingles been getting along?
Well, I've given them up for rock and roll.
A fleeting fad.
Benny, rock and roll is here to stay. Well, so when's the shindig?
Shindig.
Oh, I believe she means the authentic suburban charred meat festival you promised us.
Yes. So,
The barbecue.
barbecue mania.
No, I'm so excited. I have not set foot outside of paradise since our arrival. Now, Mary, where on earth are you going with all that gear? You have enough fracking gear forever, not just a picnic.
Ladies, I have discovered within myself a voluptuous inclination which astounds me with its magenta sunsets and carnadine passions, indigo fevers, tropical storms, and throbbing scarlet heart. Having discovered my own voluptuous inclinations, I have no intention of leaving them unexplored. The future beckons, ladies. Don't you see? What we all need is further adventures.
Oh, Mary. Well, yes.
It might be nice a few days' trek, see something of the hinterlands.
I had in mind going on.
I don't want to go back.
Not back, Alexandra. On.
No, but I love... all this, it would break my heart to leave, you see. I adore... Well, the occasional barbecue. Entre nous. We're engaged.
Oh, Betty.
Thank you. We are very happy. So the night Nikki popped the question, I was agog with anticipation. I said, yes. Oh, yes, I will. My mountain flower, as well you as another. My flower of Andalusia and the pink and blue and yellow houses. Oh, goodness.
What would Grover say?
Our Grover, my tender parson. Grover will have apoplexy. Do you know, I can scarcely recall what Grover looks like. His face is fading from my memory like a hand-tinted picture postcard. See, I never told you. Grover passed on in 1929, did away with himself, poor dear.
Oh. Fanny, how did you know?
Mr. Coffey told me. That man, do you know he hadn't been declared legally dead?
Oh, no. 3 cheers for you, Fanny. Alexandra, there are new worlds out there where the air is rare.
I have a date. I'm writing tunes with the Gorge Troll. We got an offer from the House of Hits. Well, they want to buy our new number. Find your own beeswax. And then we're going for a spin on this chopper. Now that I know what a chopper is.
Well, it seems a shame to break up the team.
You don't have to.
Perhaps we were meant to be solo sojourners after all, ladies.
I'll go scout the plot to fire up the briquettes.
I'll follow suit.
So, have you been reading your subscription to the National Review?
Troll and I are writing tunes. I haven't time for arcane political journals.
Arcane, journey!
No, that's not a true rhyme, but it's not bad.
High praise.
My brain is full of brilliant bulletins. On the horizon, a transcendent light flashes off the spires of the future. You know, this new world is a garden. Splendors and wonders, marvels and mysteries. Miracles which top even Cool Whip.
The geography of yearning.
Nothing small shall ever replace Cool Whip in my affections. Oh, so you're really going?
Yes, I'm restless. Wanderlust. You know.
It seems a shame. I do have a faint recollection. I'm in a tub. I belong here.
This is what we want. The entertainment world.
It's kismet. Well, here in 1955 is my brilliant career. I'm part of the entertainment industry.
Good for you, Alex.
I am wanton. I mean weepy, not wanton.
Oh, you're still here, thank goodness. Oh my God, Alexandra, what a get-up.
Dear Fanny.
I do have a bit of a hankering to hit the trail with you. Old friend, but 1955 suits me. 2AT. Verge. Mr. Nicky is such a dancer.
Will you be inviting Ike to the wedding?
Absolute, ladies. He's Nicky's best man.
Goody old Polaroid for posterity.
And you look sensational, doll.
Oh, hubba.
Now, I ran your latest lyric up the flagpole and I saluted, sweetheart. There.
Nick.
I used to think you had no sense of humor.
You live and learn.
I sure will. So, what's the word, Thunderbird?
Mr. Nicky, your emporium is most enticing. The sirens seduce.
They really wail, don't they?
But I have strapped myself to the mast and must sail on.
Well, if you've got to go, you've got to go. Here's a little something for the open road. You won't find too many St. Bernards with Cool Whip in their cakes.
Thank you.
Happy trails.
Congratulations, by the way, Mr. Nicky.
Fanny spilled the beans.
I think so.
Sorry you won't be there for the big day.
Oh, I shall, though. I shall be there in spirit.
So long. And don't forget the immortal words of Satchel Paige. Don't look back. There might be something gaining on you.
Oh, yes, the sage, Satchel Paige. Well, you know, he also said, to keep the juices flowing, jangle around gently as you move.
I'll keep that in mind.
You dog. Sound advice. I intend on following it to the letter.
Mary, before you go, you must give us the lowdown on the future.
Well, I've only had glimpses, mind you, Alexandra. Flashes, bits of light. Electric eyes, automatic tellers, TV dinners. That's just the beginning. Automatic tellers, trailer parks, mobile homes, home economics. Oh, revolving credit. Cinema.
Black light, the Peace Corps, soul music, the Fab Four, fern bars, fondue, free love, Romanian Cabernet Sauvignon, disposable income, significant others, mood elevators, mood rings, mud wrestling, superstars, floating anchors, guest hosts, low riders, slam dancing, software, prime time sharing, word processors, double speak, hyperspace, holograms, aura cleansing, angelic intervention, pacemakers, Walkman, synthesizers, ghetto blasters, 45, Saturday night special, pulsars, fiber optics, remote control, double think tanks, the domino theory, the third world, boat people, heavy water, enhanced radiation, silly putty, Patty melts, meltdown, ground zero.
Hello, travelers. Windows of vulnerability. Fellow travelers.
Yes, invulnerable windows. Marvelous.
Ladies, let us have
Just one last
Rodor before we go. One for the road.
splendid idea. Ready, set.
Ready?
I owe you a great debt. Mary! Nicky, don't! Come on, Mary! Intrepid trekking. Perhaps our paths will cross again at some caravanserai of the future.
I feel certain of it, Alexandra. Our travelers will intersect once more.
Let's troll.
Catch you on the flip side.
And Mr. Nicky, thank you very much for everything.
Hey.
Willie and the hand job?
You're really hip, Mare.
Your Nick are most impertinent. You got so skillfully.
So long.
See you later, alligator. Au revoir, bon voyage. Stay dry. You try to write? And you watch out for Xeroxing.
Goodbye, Fanny.
Vaya con Dios, Mary. You're cool with intrepid tracking.
Splash of galaxy across the night sky always brings the phenomenologist out in me. Billions of new worlds waiting to be discovered, explored and illuminated, within and without. The nautilus shell mimics the shape of the Milky Way. Quarks and quasars. My face is bathed in light from a vanished star. I stand on the precipice where the air is red, bracing. Before me stretch dark distances, clusters of light mysteries to come. I am on the verge. I have such a yearning for the future. It is boundless. Not to know